Boobs, sitting here munching out on some sandwich action. Right now I'm watching It's Black Friday live.
Uh, Here's some nice bits of information, whatever. I don't know if it's any help whatsoever. Yeah, I can always just say, like, just approach it kind of slowly and gently, because a lot of people can get a bit weird about it.
Hell yeah. I had to give that video a like, of course. So I watched the Democratic candidate debate. It's pretty awesome. Bernie Sanders rocked that show, man. One of the reasons why one of the reasons why I quit talking shit on religion, Jewish people, Christians, what have you, is because people talk shit on my religion all the time. When people find out you practice magic, they look at you like you're special. You know? Not to mention Bernie Sanders is Jewish, which I could care less. I think that's regardless, you know? People make it out to be about religion, and I'm like, I could give four shits about what the candidate's religious belief is. What are their policies, you know? And I happen to agree with Bernie Sanders on a lot of issues. Like when I brought up the topic of marijuana legalization, the crowd cheered, woo! And I heard him shout King Cobra, and I was like, that's awesome. Yeah, buddy. And pretty much all the candidates on the Democratic side are in favor of legalizing it. Which, if you think about it, this country is broke. This country is broke. The economy's, people have lost their jobs. There's an opioid addiction. There's a heroin addiction in our country. People are addicted to painkillers, hard drugs. And on top of that, this country's broke. Casper, Wyoming is the meth capital of Wyoming. And it's sad. Excuse me. And you know something, YouTube? If you want to take care of all those issues in one foul swoop, legalizing cannabis would be a great way to help stabilize this country's economy. And by offering cannabis as a treatment alternative to people who have been doing hard drugs. The fact that there are people out there who are incarcerated for non-violent drug offenses. It is a severe waste of our taxpayers' money. And then when they go to quote unquote catch real criminals, they got nowhere to put them. The system of prisoners is overcrowded with petty crimes and non-violent offenses. And much like in the case of Wyoming, one second. You get prisons that are overpopulated and understaffed. What are we supposed to do? My tooth's hurting. I'm going to take some ibuprofen. All right. Okay. Well, it won't take long for those ibuprofen to kick in. My tooth will stop hurting. And kick off my boots. Ugh. And just the idea of it's enough to make your head spin. And the simple fact of the matter is, the war on drugs is costing this country millions of dollars in taxpayers' money. The war on drugs, like the war on alcohol, with alcohol prohibition, is a colossal waste of time. There we go. They got the rest of those some tobacco right there. Yes, sir. So we need a president who's willing to take on the job and not be a moron about it, you know? But I feel like this is the problem with politics. You can't please everybody. And we're hearing these Democrats telling each other, show us your tax returns. It's like, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because didn't Trump and Hillary Clinton have the same little argument last election? Why is it all about showing people your tax returns and blaming the other side and talking shit? Like, I don't care about that. Okay, I want to hear about the issues. What are you going to do to fix the goddamn issues in our country? You know? That's what I want to hear. Personally speaking, that's just how I feel about the issue, YouTube, is when it comes to politics, I don't care how dumb you think the other side is. That's not an argument, for fuck's sake. That's not an argument. That's not a fucking argument. That's just blaming the other side and talking shit. That doesn't, you know. But unfortunately, that's what politics has become anymore. And that's why a lot of people do not like discussing politics, is because some people just can't handle it. They'll talk all this shit like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But, I noticed that Bernie Sanders is getting a lot of support, and I think that's awesome. And that's just my honest opinion. Bernie Sanders comes off as an honest politician to me, you know. All the other politicians, they just seem like they're in it for the money, you know. But Bernie Sanders seems like he's in it to actually do some good for this country and for the world even, you know. But that's just the impression that I get. I noticed we have a couple of female candidates running. That's most definitely what's freaking up, man. Hell yeah. I could see it being President Trump versus Bernie Sanders in the next election. I could see it. Sure could. If the Democrats want a fighting chance, they should elect their most popular candidate. Which right now the Democrats' most popular candidate by far seems to be Bernie Sanders. That's if the Democrats were smart. They should have elected Bernie Sanders last time. They elected Hillary Clinton instead, and look what happened. She lost to Trump. I'm just saying, YouTube. Anyways, YouTube, did you watch the Democratic national debate? What did you think of it? I thought it was pretty good. See, I try not to talk shit on other people's religion unless they talk shit on mine. That's been my new policy for the last couple of months or so. And, yeah. So far it seems to be working. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching the night video. I'll catch y'all later.